Breaking new details about a United States Senate candidate accused of sexual misconduct. More lawmakers, including North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, saying Roy Moore of Alabama should step aside following new allegations of sexual assault. NBC Charlotte's Savannah Levins kicking off our team coverage tonight with a look at how this revolution of speaking out started. Savannah?
Yeah, Fred, this really all started unfolding about 39 days ago when the accusations started pouring in against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. Since then, many people have found the strength to come forward with accusations not only against Weinstein, but at least 24 other high-profile men. This has really been a domino effect that sparked a national movement.
He then orally forced himself on me.
It's kind of like I felt too frozen to run out of the room.
I have been silenced for 20 years.
I reached over and began groping me.
He was not going to let up on the idea.
It began with Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, accused by at least 70 women of sexual harassment, assault, and rape.
It's a historic and it's a Shakespearean fall for Harvey Weinstein.
Then a single tweet, the hashtag #MeToo, started a revolution. Millions of men and women bonded by those two words, sharing their own stories of sexual assault and harassment. Disturbing Hollywood secrets imploding under the phenomenon.
Furious. This is violating women. This is assault.
Since the Weinstein scandal broke, at least 24 other well-known men have been accused of sexual harassment. Politicians, CEOs, actors.
It harmed him, and it cannot be undone.
15 men came forward with accusations of assault and rape against Kevin Spacey, who was then booted from his hit show House of Cards.
I will not be sued. There is no greater threat to women than men.
5 women accusing comedian Louis C.K. of exposing himself to them. The premiere of C.K.'s new movie, I Love You, Daddy, was immediately canceled. The accusations spanning far beyond Hollywood. Senate candidate Roy Moore from Alabama now under fire to withdraw his candidacy after 5 women accused him of sexual misconduct and rape.
He said, "You're just a child." And he said, "I am the district attorney. And if you tell anyone about this, no one will ever believe you."
In a choir of Me Too's, of empowerment and of validity.
Join me, join all of us as we amplify each other's voices.
Dark and once hushed secrets coming to light and given voice.
We have not heard people really acknowledging what's taken place. And I feel that the part of our moving forward is being able to really tell the full truth.
Now, some of these men, like Louis C.K., have admitted to and apologized for these accusations. Others, like Weinstein, continue to deny them. Reporting live, Savannah Levins, NBC Charlotte.
And breaking tonight, more lawmakers are calling for Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore of Alabama to step down following allegations he had sexual contact with a 14-year-old girl decades ago.
And tonight, another accuser coming forward saying Moore assaulted her when she was 16.
I thought that he was going to rape me.
Tonight, Beverly Young Nelson is the 5th woman to accuse Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore of improper sexual advances when she was a teenager.
I was twisting, and I was struggling, and I was begging him to stop.
Nelson, then 16, says Moore was a regular customer at a restaurant where she worked. She claims Moore, then district attorney, offered her a ride home, but instead parked the car behind the business and assaulted her.
He began squeezing my neck, attempting to force my head onto his crotch.
Nelson claims she was left with bruises, but Moore had warned her no one would believe her. Moore has denied all of the accusations, just as he denied the allegations of sexual misconduct with a 14-year-old girl, reported by the Washington Post last week. He's refusing to drop out, calling the attention a witch hunt, placing blame on the media and establishment Republicans, and threatening to sue over the allegations. His Democrat opponent, Doug Jones, issuing this statement today, quote, Roy Moore will be held accountable by the people of Alabama for his actions. And in Washington, Republican leaders are saying no to Roy Moore.
I believe the women, yes.
The Senate Majority Leader with a forceful denunciation opening the floodgates. Republican Senators Orrin Hatch and Susan Collins tweeting he should drop out. And Colorado Senator Cory Gardner, in charge of electing Republicans to the Senate, went even further, saying in a statement, quote, if he refuses to withdraw and wins, the Senate should vote to expel him because he does not meet the ethical and moral requirements of the United States Senate. As for Nelson, who also shared an inscription Moore allegedly wrote in her high school yearbook calling her a beautiful girl, she's been inspired by other victims who've come forward and has a message for Moore.
He no longer has any power over me, and I no longer live in fear of him.
Tonight, North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis tweeting that Roy Moore should step aside, saying, quote, "The allegations leveled at Roy Moore are disturbing. I have serious concerns about his prior conduct and fitness for office. He should immediately withdraw from the race."